Mantis, what you know? What's up? How has your day been? Hi, Martin. Oh yeah, any day where tacos are involved, it's always a good time. Unless it's Taco Bell tacos, in which case that usually ends up as a bad time. Just had a pizza. I have cheese curds. Pizza is a good time too. Especially when one puts pineapple on it. If you go to Taco Bell and don't get 1,000 chalupas, you're doing it wrong. I actually prefer their bean burritos because they don't have that fake meat taste. I mean, like, you gotta work especially hard to screw up a bean burrito. Pizza after all. What pizza did you have? What kind of pizza? I need to know all the pizza facts. For I have not had pizza. We had deep dish pizza the other day. There's a frozen one. Potato burritos. I have had, there's a little kind of Mexican restaurant, one of those places that's open 24/7, little hole in the wall. And they sell, they call it a Texito, or the Texan. But it's chicken, cheese, some tomato stuff, and potatoes. And the potatoes truly, like, bring it all together. I was not I didn't, for the longest time, I didn't believe that potatoes had any business on burritos. But I've been proven wrong. What kind of pizza? Was it pepperoni pizza? Was it cheese pizza? Was it anchovies? Was it macaroni and cheese pizza? Was it dessert pizza? I need to know the pizza facts. Patches. Was it pizza topped with bagels? Because I hear you can have those pizzas just about any time. They're always readily available. In the morning, in the evening, possibly even at supper time. When your pizza's got a bagel on it, you could probably eat it just about any time. It was really sad. My jellyfish drawing kind of bled through. It's one of the dangers of using glittery ink. Well, basically, you wanted to do other things and get pizza at a different place. On a scale of 1 to 10, would you get pizza from there again? Yeah, I've had weeks like that. You're like, all right, we got all these things we need to do. Let's make sure we get them done. And then everything else but those things get done. I keep wanting to use my pencil topper as an eraser, but he is not an eraser, he is a panda. Oh, 6.5 because you added hot sauce and you really wanted deep dish. I know how that one goes. I like to dip my pizza, especially the crust, in honey. And when I'm feeling especially vivacious and wild and crazy, I might add a little hot sauce. Just a little bit, just a little, not too much. Hear about the ketchup game? Yeah, I hate it when I confuse pandas for erasers. It's quite possibly the easiest mistake ever. I know when I go to the zoo, I'm like, why do they have erasers here? What? I didn't come to the zoo to watch erasers. Hey, May. Honey, it's all about ranch. Ranch is delicious too. Sriracha ranch. I don't know if I could handle sriracha. Sriracha's pretty saucy. Ketchup is always a good classic. And hot stuff, yeah. I'm a little bit of a weenie. If it's spicier than a banana, I found I can't eat it. Pandas, nature's mistake fixers. We were just discussing what we like to dip our pizzas in. I am a fan of honey. And if I'm feeling especially adventurous, I'll add just a little hot sauce because as I mentioned earlier, I have a hard time. Why your mouth so funny? Everything else went down pretty quick, pretty smooth. So let's see. We've got triangle of the head and the eyes. Kind of just go straight. Nobody else has opinions on dipping sauces for pizzas? What about on your chicken nuggets? On them chicken nugs? Once again, honey is my first go-to. Dipping pizza in pizza. I heard you like pizza, so I pizzaed your pizza while pizzaing the pizza. Dip chicken nuggets in pizza. I'm thinking this mouth just doesn't want to exist. Rick and Morty. The Szechuan sauce for nugs. McNuggets are pretty good. I will. That's something that McDonald's is pretty good at doing. Their McNuggets are pretty good. They used to have like an Asian sweet and sour, and then it just like out of the blue disappeared. I heard McDonald's is going to make up for their snafu by doing another run of the sauce. I don't understand why they're not just getting their act together and just bring it back. I mean, seriously, McDonald's. You guys are really good at viral campaigns. This could be good for you. Do not anger the nerd cultures, for they can hack and are vengeful. Illuminate Man. I'm sorry, most Rick and Morty references are going to go over my head. I've watched the first episode, and it just, every time he burps and that gross stuff hanging out of his chin, I can't. It's so nasty. And this is what you've drawn for your bee character. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute, May. May showed me a bumblebee that is blue. Wrap your heads around that one, guys. Wub lubba dub dub. No. I feel like I should. Like I've heard that before. But then again, I've got so many Rick and Morty. My friends are such big Rick and Morty fans. Like they're quoting that show all the time. I like literally only watched the first episode. I know Pickle Rick is a thing. I've tried to make this head work so much. This little mouth thing. All these lines everywhere. Yeah, I don't. He gets turned into a pickle and is tossed down in a sewer or something. May has found blue bumblebees somewhere in Malaysia. So she's going to make a little blue bumblebee character off of that. Hmm. What's a hyena skull look like? So how's everybody's Inktober going today? Not happening today? That's alright. I mean, you had quite a few. Well, you had some contingency plans. Are you playing the game? What was it? It started with an E. Fun fact, when in doubt, find the thing's skull and build up from there. That's fine. Oh, they're for the future. Okay. Hey, that's fine. It's kind of why, like, I'm wanting to say almost a day ahead. Because I know there's going to be days where I can't. I'm just not going to be able to do it. You look so vicious. There we go. Happy puppy dog eye. They have such little goober faces. Your face is goober. Your ears need to be bigger. Goodness gracious. There we go. That's a little better. And now we're picking at it again. Dang it! I had no idea or inspiration for what I was going to draw today until like 5 minutes before I sat down. It's like, uh-oh. What you gonna do, kid? What you gonna do? The dog's upstairs telling someone what's going on. Giving someone the royal bark down. There. There. Yeah, okay. Some days you just gotta be more stubborn than the problem. when I have to be, I can pretty, oh, I can be pretty gosh darn stubborn. There. But he doesn't look entirely terrifying now, does he? Not quite so scary. Oh, guys, why didn't anyone remind me? I am disappointed. Where did I put it? Well, that's not where I put it. Oh dear. Where did I put it? Do you love it when you save something and you're like, I don't remember where it went? Un momento. Cheese curd break. Cheese curd. That was a delicious little cheese curd. All I wanted from life yesterday was a jackalope. That's all I wanted. But I was drawing a jellyfish instead, because my stipulation is that the animal has to exist. So Suri was very kind enough to draw a jackalope for me. Pop those cheese curds in the microwave? Nah, I'm just gonna eat them. There's not that many left. Yes, that. Oh, shoot. I dropped one. It's alright, the dog will find it. I like cheese curds from Culver's. Those are really good. And they're squeaking on my teeth. I'm trying to figure out. I will just do this. I'm trying to get a link to Suri's Deviant account so people can check out his cool stuff and thank him for my radical jackalope. Why this so hard? Why this always so hard? Yeah, the fried ones. Those are the best. I've actually had cheese curds while in Wisconsin, and those are by far the most superior of cheese curd. I mean, like, I don't think cheese curds are all that different from, like, any other just little samplet of cheese. Perhaps they're just allowed to take a more natural form. They're not, like, you know, compressed into a block and then sliced or shredded or anything. They're allowed to cheese as cheese will. So my keyboard, gee, many. Oh, for crying out loud, you're killing me here. You're killing me, Smalls. There. Let that change save. If Radical Jackalope isn't a bad name, it should be. Yeah, who do we start? Am I like, who do we have to get in touch with to be like, so, band names, really great at making them. Because I feel like a lot of times the bands themselves come up with horrible names. It's like, no. Let the general, let us name your band. You just do the jives. Ha 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 ha. Can that just be my job? Can I just be a professional band namer? Yeah, guys, we're the Radical Jackalopes. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And a 1 and a 2, and you know what to do. That's me playing as the Radical Jackalopes. Well, part of me wants to dig out that dip pin again. Bigger part of me is like, nah. Dun, 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 dun. You know, I kept saying I was going to try out Twitch this week, but then I get scared. Because that's where all the cool kids hang out. What if they don't like me? Aww. Bow. Nope. Nope. So I think it's the ones, the O1s that I need to look into replacing. Any good movies coming out this week? Aww. I can sit at Mantis's lunch table, hang out with him. Him and his bros. Let's see what other pens I've got. Like, just about everybody I've met on Twitch has been pretty cool. Then you hear stories of, like, what is it, the people doxing? Is that the term? I'm like, no, I don't want to be part of that gang. But I don't think I've ever heard anyone from, like, the art community getting hassled like that. Okay. I can bring Comfort Cat. I got a proper chewing out yesterday when I kicked her out. She informed me. No, that wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. She informed me how it was. And guys, if you've not had a cat tell you out, tell you how it is, give you a proper chewing out, it's not a good time. Make you feel like you crush their feelings and their spirit and their heart, but they also don't care about you both at the same time. Like it's a gift. She's over at the door meeping. She heard me talk about her. She knows I'm talking about her. I can hear her. Now she's pawing at the door. I am the worst. Absolutely worst human being. Wish I could play some music for you guys, because I know this is probably pretty boring. Jam out to ABBA and the Dancing Queen. Ooh, I'm going to be getting a Starbucks. I'll drink it tomorrow. But the fact that it'll be there, waiting for me. I finished listening to Ready Player One today. It was very interesting. It's going to be turned into a movie. I haven't seen the trailer for it yet, because I wanted to, movie trailers anymore, they give the whole movie away. So I usually try to avoid them. Like, I'll watch the super early ones that don't really tell you much. Like, oh gosh, what's going on? I'm really excited about, Poirot. Murder on the Orient Express. Really like the visual style that they're going with. And I really liked the trailer. I just really, really hope they don't start getting spoilery. So I didn't bother looking at the trailer for Ready Player One. I wanted to finish the book first. I finished it today on my car ride home. And before anyone freaks out, I listened to the audiobook. I didn't, like, drive and read.
because that's not safe.
And now I'm starting Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. I can't tell you who was reading it. And his stuff is always just so poetical. Like poetry, I feel like I need to have it sitting in front of me to follow along better, but I want to get it. I'd like to get it done before Halloween. Which, considering it's not a very long book, I don't think it's very long. I should. No. So, I just realized I've done a goof. Oh well. Well, that's embarrassing. I'm not going to say what my goof is, but it's pretty embarrassing. Maybe I can salvage this. Hmm.
Hee hee hee, we'll just just do one of these. No one will know. Nobody will know my shame.
Okay, so we've all agreed that pizza is the best thing to dip everything in. Not like pizza sauce, but pizza itself. But what is the best jam? Jelly. Oh, you got an ice cap. That's nice. Caramel? Hazelnut. That'd be interesting. Hazelnut's not bad. I know some people could take it or leave it. It's all right. Oh, you like the hazelnut flavor? I would hope so. That's your beverage. I don't think I don't get it very often. I think hazelnut would be one of those things that I could easily burn out on. So I don't get it very often. So when I do get it, it's always like a nice little treat. I forgot this one doesn't have a panda on it. I can erase with it. And then tomorrow is L. So who are some folks you guys like to watch live stream? I always enjoy Mantis's streams. Hired Hero is always fun. Cassie Draws is a delight. She's a blast. Instead of just inking, can I just draw sketches for the rest of the month? Like, not bother finishing them or refining them or making them look nice. Just draw sketches. In other words, what I normally do. My knees have been popping a lot lately. I wonder if it's the change in weather. It was 40 degrees today. Brr. I don't think all these shades of brown match, guys. I don't think they do. Yeah, let's use the tiniest one to do a color swatch. That's brilliant. That's a sepia. That's kind of what I want. Sepia. Wait a minute. What? 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 I'm missing something. Oh, nope. I'm just blind. So yeah, these three match. Those can go in there. This isn't this isn't. This is the Silent Hour with your host, Liz. Ugh, 1:30. I keep seeing something move out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh, what is it? Am I being attacked? No, it's just my hand. On the YouTube live dashboard. Think you saw a Kookaburra at the zoo this year? Yeah, our zoo has a Kookaburra. I like to go check him out. Last time I went though, he was pretty ticked off. I don't know what someone had done. Someone had done something and he was not having it. I have a caramel macchiato waiting for me upstairs. Hey, Suki. Well, tell your friend hi. You and your friend have a good time. I'm being meowed at by a cat. I'm being told out. Feline, you have been fed. You have water. Your litter box has been changed. What more could you possibly want? Oh, well, hi, Suki's friend. I'm Liz. You guys have a good day? How did your test go today? It was a long but okay day. I know that feeling, bro. Did you do well on your test, though? You don't know your score? But I mean, like, how do you feel you did? You feel confident about it? Yeah, that's a good score. I was saying I finished Ready Player One this afternoon, and it sounds like it's going to be nothing. Ready Player One, the book, is just straight up 80s reference, like pop culture references. They're dropping in all this 80s stuff left, right, and center. Quite a bit of it, I do recall. And some of it's just like, aww. Other bits, it's like, well, that was before me. But quite a bit of it's like game, movie, TV show, and music. Alrighty, we'll be here. I hope everything comes out alright for you. So I was at the store the other day and I picked up some of those trolley sour candies, and they were sour beards. You know, they got the worms, and they've got like the eggs. But these ones were like little sour candies in the shape of beards. It's like, what is this shenanigans? So you know I bought a bag. Tokyo is good Bert. It's burbs. A hyena was frustrating me too much, so we're drawing a Kookaburra. Remember, kids, when in doubt, don't refer to your reference. Speaking of burbs, when's the next Steven Universe coming out? This is something I feel Steven Universe suffers for. They're little like random, a couple episodes and then nothing at all for a really long time. Then a couple episodes and then nothing at all for a really long time. I feel like this is something that really, really hurts the show. Because their pacing isn't strong enough to carry them like this. They haven't paced their plot or their story very well. And I feel like in the long run, this is going to just be more detrimental. They're going to lose audiences. They're going to lose attention. They're going to lose interest. Like the show is so good, or the show is usually really good. There's some episodes that are stronger than others. But this whole not airing anything for, I don't know, this whole like 6 weeks of character growth episodes. Smidgen of plot. Another umpteen weeks of character growth episodes. Smidgen of plot. I started hatching and then I got... That was a mistake. I didn't like the direction I was hatching, so I tried to fix it. Burbs. Tweet, tweet. Anybody have a pet burb? Burp, 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 burp. Nobody have a pet burb? Welcome back, Suki. I hope everything came out alright for you. Your friend has a burb? A cockatoo! His name is Bart. Oh, that's cute for a cockatoo. Does he like to hang out with people? Are cockatoos social? Or do they prefer to just kind of be like on my own? We had a bird show in my hometown a couple months ago. And I was so excited because I was like, oh, I'm going to go and I'm going to draw all the burbs. And it was really awkward because it wasn't a very big show. Everyone there was trying to sell. Like, I was hoping there'd be like some people, you know, showing off their burbs. Like there'd be like a show. I was hoping, you know, people from the nature reserve would come by and show off like some birds. No, it was just people trying to sell burbs. So I'd stand there and I'd pull out my sketchbook and I'd start to draw them, and the folks would get kind of angry. At first they'd get angry because they're like, excuse me, what are you doing in front of my booth? And I was like, oh, you had some nice birds. I wanted to draw them. Yeah, right. You wanted to draw them. Let's see what's in the book. And I was like, burpees? So I showed them, and they're like, oh, okay, that's fine then. I got a lot of sales pitches. They're like, I have the cheapest birds in town. You won't find them cheaper anywhere. And I was like, that's cool. I'm not here to buy a bird. But they've been sold? Are they not social? Are they, you know, could they take it or leave it? Because I know some, like they do a lot better when they have companion. A friend of mine, he had a bird, and every once in a while she would lay an egg. She would just boop out an egg. There wasn't, you know, any little birdies in the egg. So they would have to like try and get the egg from her. because it, there wasn't anything in there for her to hatch. But she would, she'd be good mom. She'd try to be a good mama. She'd go into defense mode. I don't remember what bird she was. One of her burbs only loved her dad. But I mean, like, no, our cockatoos, social. Yeah, I don't know much about kookaburras either. They have a unique call. Actually, I think that was supposed to be where it went. That looks better. Bart can talk in some words. I don't think my friend's bird was verbal. She was noisy. She didn't care much for me. She didn't see me very often though, so it's not like I took it very personally. She just didn't know who I was. You don't see anther birds in media very often, unless it's Babylon Rouge from Sonic or Raven Fox Audio Person. There's Toucan Sam. It's an anthropomorphic bird. Big bird. I mean, when you compare the numbers of like mammals to birds, yes, there's a significant difference. There's the bird in Star Fox. Yeah, no, not on the not on the level of mammals. But you know, even in the mammals, like there's a huge, you see more like canines, felines, um, than say platypus. There's Pearl from Steven Universe. She's a burb. I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand where that reference came from. Because she's got a beaky nose. There's the entirety of DuckTales and Darkwing Duck. There's Howard the Duck. And Daffy Duck. Ducks are popular. I say there's Foghorn Leghorn. I think so. I have a feeling everyone's working on stuff. I know Mantis is pretty busy. I have a feeling Martin's I know he's got projects he's working on. I know May usually has a couple things she's got going on at once. Works on a couple things. I don't like how this branch came out. Remember, kids, there's no mistakes, only dagnabbits. Hey, Suri! What's up? You've not missed too much. I've been relatively boring today. We started working on a hyena, and then we progressed to a kookaburra. I think the .005 is too small. We're also trying to think of anthropomorphic birds in the media. I listed toucan Sam. That doesn't match up. Oh, this is not good days, guys. Circles are hard. And my template just didn't have one that was big enough. Right? Oh. My coffee mug will suffice. I have 1,000,010 coffee mugs, but I don't like to drink out of coffee mugs. So I use them for other things. Let's do this the smart way. There. Aw, pickles. Which is the line I want. Oh no. Guys, I didn't have the foresight. use just a slightly different shade of brown. You brought up antho birds because you plan to write a comic drama slice of life story about an antho condor and an antho raven meeting up on their senior year of high school and the chronicles of their ups and downs. That could be interesting. Is it just birds that you're using as characters? Okay. And just go in there and white out the flibbertigibbets. No worries. Remember, children, rotate the canvas, not your wrist. Martin is Martining. He's still rock and rolling. I'd never heard of it. That's right, we have a martin. We have a blue jay martin. He's a blue jay day martin. The rarest of martins. Did you think we were talking about you behind your back? I'm sorry. Guys, he's on to us. Shh. A lot of shows tend to fall in obscurity. Like Due South. Due South was a delight. Cadfile. Cadfile was good. Jeeves and Wooster is always a laugh. Rains. I bet nobody's heard of Rains. Unless I've mentioned it before, in which case you might have heard of Rains before. I'm just going to bolden up this outline, and then I think I'm going to call it a day, because I'm getting some neck cramps here. My neck and shoulders are starting to tingle. I've been feeling tension build up in my neck and shoulders for a little while now. I could feel it at work. It's like, oh man. So I think once I'm done with this, I'll call it a day. It wasn't a short stream. It might feel like it, but it wasn't, because I've been streaming for 2 hours and 23 minutes, which is about average, I think, for what we've been doing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could quite easily just stream for longer than that. But I don't think everyone would want to just sit here and watch me work on commission work. Yvonne the Yukon? I do not. The rarest martin was an anthrocap born 1978. What's a show you guys wish would come back for another season? Even if just one more season. And don't say don't say Firefly. That one's a given. That's cheating. Futurama or Cyber 6? Their Cyber 6 was really good. I should have stopped while I was ahead. I'm thinking once Inktober's over, I'm not gonna... I would like to keep streaming, but not nightly. First and foremost because that's busy season at work. November until sometime in January. So I probably just won't have the energy. I'll come home and I'll be angry and tired and exhausted and call that the end of the day. But I would like to continue doing some streams, maybe like little ones on the weekend or something. And I know my friend the captain is wanting to start streams. I bum out at hers sometimes. Hey, Joe! Hey, Joe, what you know? We're doing a Kookaburra today. Yay, Kookaburra! I messed up his wings a little bit. What you been up to? Someone was trying to speak shit about you? Well, that's lame of them. Someone, your girlfriend had to step in and stop the other person from... Well, that's good of her. See, she's already got your back. She got your back. That's good. Why do people just want to talk smack? Why do people want to start fights? Like, what do they get out of it? You know? The world's a whizzing contest enough as it is. Life is hard enough as it is. Why do we insist on making it harder for each other? Probably should have let that dry. Ah! I can't use that. That will get me nowhere. I don't know what to do about my situation right now. There we go. People in the anime cosplay culture like to start drama just for the sake of attention. I can see that. I know the cosplay buddy, the captain, I don't think you've met her. She said that sometimes people just like to start stuff. And it's kind of like, guys. Life is hard enough. But I was glad she was there to help keep it from getting into too big of a, escalating very far or much further. You don't need that stress. Ain't nobody got time for that stress. I don't got time for that stress. I got enough stress. I don't need more. You know what I do need more of, though? Chocolate. I need more chocolate. And bagel pizzas. Not pizza bagels. Wait. Easy Kookaburra. I don't do Overwatch. I'm awful at shooters. I'm also really horrible at co-op. Like, if I have to work with people in a game, I guarantee I'm usually that dumbass who aggroes the entire cave. Oh, it's no worries. Punjabi accent, that's exciting. I don't think I've heard... Oh, excuse me. I was about to say, I don't know if I would recognize that accent or not. Probably should have let this ink cure into the paper for the night. That would have been the smarter thing to do. Oh. Overwatch is for me. Punjabi is spoken in Pakistan and India. I did not know. I've heard of the language. I just don't think I've actually heard language actively being spoken. So, from what I've learned and what I've heard other artists say, is that if at all possible, let your ink cure into the paper for like a couple hours, a couple minutes, preferably overnight, before you erase pencil marks. It'll give the ink an opportunity to set into the paper as much as possible. And I was like, dag nabbit, if I wanted to go into science, I wouldn't have done art. Curing and setting and acid balance and I could probably try that, Suki. Join some of the RPGs so she could see drawings of characters. Well, I do take commission work. I don't advertise it very often, but I do. But also, on streams, when we get stuff done in a decent time, and I'm not working on commissions, I often will say, buddies, what should I draw? And that's when you toss stuff at me that I should draw. So, if you have stuff like that you would like to see drawn, I will be more than happy to accommodate at such times. Did that make sense? Did that come off as douchey? I didn't want that to, it's not supposed to come off as douchey. I realize that sometimes I come off as douchey. Like, I enjoy drawing for buddies, I do, but I've got, you know, commission stuff is I've got to start prioritizing that. I've lost track of how many times like I ended up prioritizing buddy artwork, and commissions got shoved to the side, and the people who commissioned me, rightfully so, were a little frustrated because, hey, you know, they're paying me for my time and my attention, and I should respect that. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to be douchey. Okay, good. Oh, I think cute animals in May, that's adorable. I think May is a cute character in general. I'm surprised CR hasn't drawn May like, was it Fifi Le Pew? A cross between Fifi Le Pew and May. I can see that looking especially adorable in his style. I am not fast. I think Comfort Cat has given up on me. I haven't heard her meows of frustration in a while. Oh yeah, Kookaburra! Holla holla! I do love the new Freddy pictures. I do love the new Freddy pictures. He's just so precious. And as he's getting older, like, I think he's getting cuter. Like, puppies are always cute, but I really like adult pugs. I think adult pugs, I like them more. Don't get me wrong, as I said, puppy pugs are still precious, and Freddy is by far one of the most precious I've ever seen, but I think they're cute when they're adults too. Okay, am I right? I enjoy drawing for friends, but here's a list of things that aren't free. Food. Yeah. Food, not cheap. Guys, I gotta be able to keep myself in Reese's Cups. That's not cheap. Do you know how many Reese's Cups I go through in a day? A lot. Quite a few. More than one. And Bean Pal hogs them all.
and I have 2 cats to feed, and a puppy dog, and gas, and cheese curds.
Alright, so this was today. K for Kookaburra. This was half of today. I wanted something to help cover up. So the jellyfish, I accidentally made the jellyfish glitter ink poop out and go through the page and bled on this one. So this hyena is laughing at my mistake. And then we did K for Kookaburra. Alright, Joe, you go play some Overwatch. I'm gonna go get myself something to eat. So you all have a good one. Thank you for coming out and keeping me company. I know I wasn't very entertaining today, but I appreciate your company. And everyone, do remember to stay safe, stay smart, and stay fabulous. I will catch you. Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh. Excuse me. I will catch you next time. Ciao.